Back at our local 9-hole course today. Got my skinny jeans on. Looking all professional. Might tuck my shirt in one day. Did a little warm up 9 this morning. First 3 went all right. The last 5 or 6 did not. We are in the fairway on hole 3, par 5. Still got a ways to go. All right, still got about 210 to the pin. Got to get it around this little dog leg in the trees here. Been slicing it pretty much all morning, so we're just gonna play it like it's gonna slice. But in all honesty, it'll probably be my straightest shot of the day. Oh, a little chunky. And apparently there's some water down there. In case you didn't know, where I'm at in Texas, it's been raining pretty much the last 2 days straight. So the course is pretty soft today, pretty mushy. There's puddles and water all over. We'll probably just kick it out. That little puddle like your everyday golfer would. Sitting in the woods right now. Got about 140 to the pin. It actually bounced out of this little puddle behind me and stayed dry, sort of. See if we can get out of here without catching too many limbs. Maybe try to keep it low. Roll up. Oh, it looked like it caught some water. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of water in the fairways, on the sides of the fairways, pretty much everywhere right now. It's definitely sitting in the middle of the fairway, but in the middle of a puddle as well. You can maybe hear all the water squishing around. So we're gonna roll this out of this little puddle because I don't want to get my socks wet first thing in the morning today. Got about 20 yards to the pin. It is uphill. Try to take a pitching wedge and land it right on the bottom of that green. Maybe a little, about 5 foot up. See if she'll roll up. Just like that. Beautiful. Sit down. And we rolled off the back of the green, but we are dry and I can get out of this swimming pool of a fairway. Look at this. Look. That was out of the fairway. I did start to buy a little bit better golf ball just to see if there was a noticeable difference. Obviously went with Super Softs to get as much forgiveness as I could, and I can tell the difference. I think it might have took a stroke or 2 off of my game overall, just because I have less flagrant shots going all over the place. You do lose a little bit of distance, but quite honestly, I didn't need much help on distance. When I do make good contact, it does tend to carry pretty well. All right. Oh, we are way left of the green there. Just over the top of that little tree. Not beautiful, not beautiful. All right, still got about 40 to the green here. It is a little uphill. This is not ideal for a par 3. That was definitely not ideal for a par 3. There is a rock over there. Maybe we got a good bounce back. If not, we are way, way out. So, have not been playing good. My short game right now, not good at all. Had a little stint there with my irons where I was actually pretty spot on. My my drives were pretty shitty. I attempted to fix my drives and seemed to have messed up my short game. So would not recommend sacrificing short game for long drives. All right, looks like we did get a good little bounce off of that rock I was talking about. Since our wedges hadn't been looking too good, we're gonna pull out the old Texas wedge. It is my favorite wedge. Being somebody who lives in Texas, I feel like having a shot named after your state just makes you more likely to use it. Still got a long ways to go. Sit down. Not bad. It's a little long. Really straight. And we're in for bogey. First one of the day. Haven't had much luck this morning. Game has been subpar, pun intended. Got about a 320, a little less. I have drove this green before on a drier day. Honestly, the way the course is playing today, if I get within 20 or 30, it'll be a good play. Hit a good old moonshot there. Came up on the ball a little too much. Sitting what looks like about 90 out. Not a bad drive, just not a great one. I'm sure anybody that isn't real great at golf can relate. This time of year when it's real wet, there seems to be a lot of mushrooms right off the edge of the fairway. It's a lot of false hope, and it'll have your eyes looking different directions of where your ball actually is whenever you're trying to find your ball in the deep grass. You'll have all these little white bubbles sticking up. Just a little TED talk for today. Sitting about 100 out. Had a very short drive there. Didn't have good contact, and it went sky high. I know somebody might criticize me for picking my ball up and putting it back down, but it's what it is today. We are not hitting muddy golf balls. Glad I wore my pants so I have something to wipe all the dirt off on. All right, we got about 100. Let's see if we can't get her close. It's a little left, but pin high. If only it was straight. It's pretty tiny green, in all honesty. Probably one of the tinier ones of all the courses that I have played on. It is a elevated green once you get to it. It is not a very big one. Maybe 20 yards. No, not even that. Probably 15 yards long and 10 wide. Needless to say, it is hard to get on into unless you are very close. I think we're just going to take the Texas wedge. Pretty flat approach where my ball is sitting at least be more accurate than my wedges have been today. You got to know who you are in this world, you know. Make sure you do what you can to mitigate your losses, stop the bleeding when it comes to golf. I'm guilty of rage to take over my game, and just start swinging for the fences. There's a little water access in front of us, so we're going to try to just kind of lip around that, get up here close to the hole. Sit down. Texas wedge for the win. First. Nope. Sank it for par. First par of the day, ladies and gents. Not a bad play. Not a bad play at all. If only I could do it on every hole. I feel like everybody can relate to the frustrations of having a group in front of you not playing very quickly, and then having a group behind you that plays fairly quickly, and you're just stuck in the middle, hurrying up to wait. My driver is filthy. Makes a lot more sense why that last drive went to the moon. It is not a wedge. If anybody wanted to donate one of those water ball brush things, message me or comment on one of my videos and I will send you my mailing address. They are out of the fairway. I have not drove this green. I have drove fairly close to where these guys are at. I hate being rude on golf courses because I hate people being rude to me, but I got pressure behind me. Really trying to work. I've noticed that my backswing tends to be low, which makes it very hard to stay low with your hands. Been trying to get higher hands in my backswing, but not being used to that has made my swing feel very uncomfortable. It's not a wedge. It is not a wedge. I think that went about 20 feet. All right. We're going to send another one because those guys are still up there. And why not? When you're not playing for money, you just do what you want these days. Looks like I shattered a tee as well. Ooh. The thing I don't like about trying to get my hands higher is it seems to have made my swing so steep that I'm getting a lot of grounded drives. And I topped the piss out of that, but it'll play. It will play. All right, got about 170 to the pin here, playing out of the rough. Green slopes a little left to right with water behind it. I'm gonna try to sit it down just on this side of the green if we can. That is not this side of the green at all. Wow, not playing good out of the rough today, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on hole 8 at the little par 9 or the little 9-hole course. Got a slight dog leg to the left. Wind is behind us. Let's see if we can't keep one in the cut grass. It is not fairway. Haven't found many fairways today. In all honesty, have found a few. All right, now that the geriatric couple is walking off the green, we got about 180 to the front, 195 to the back on this green. Got a tree right in front of us. In case you hadn't noticed, I think I said it in one of my previous clips, I am not good with long irons. Don't know what it is, but hitting one straight is next to impossible. It's kind of fat. Did get over the tree off to the right. I think I'm still in the rough there, but it is closer. Chipping for birdie. All right, going for a little pitch right here. Still got about 40 to the green. See if we can't get over this little bit of water between us and there. Made it over the water, but the ground is soft, so it did not roll up at all. Some trash on the green. Missed the 8-footer. Tap in for double. All right, drive hit the trees. Did not get out where I needed it to be, so gotta try to lay it up out of here. Fairway's full of mud, so we're gonna try to stay high, choke up on this one hybrid real good. And skim it out there to the open. Actually not a bad shot, almost what I was trying to do. Now we'll have about a 140-yard shot to the green on this par 5 hole 9. All right, we got about 145 to the pin. Got water to carry over. Kind of a muddy little lie, and it's slightly uphill. Actually, I club up, go with the 9, just to make sure we get over this water. I say that, but it's probably going to be chunky and not great. About a week ago, I did smoke the clubhouse right here. I think that's wet. I'm wet. Didn't know I needed my safety glasses on the golf course, but it is holding water very badly. Once again, 5 great practice swings. Scoot up on the ball and it all goes out the window. So here we are. Had opportunity for birdie there. That was an eagle chip. And now we have about a 10-foot par putt. And I hit it super soft. Super soft. I don't want to talk about it. I'm calling that a bogey. I think we're about 12 over par after 9 holes, so PGA is not in the near future. All right, got a par 4 hole 10 here. Got the RV park in the background. This is a dual purpose golf course. This 9-hole course, you just have another set of tees. I'm sure anybody that sees this video probably already knows that. We're just playing hole 1 for the second time here, and it's pretty much identically like hole 1. That'll play nicely right in the fairway. Beautiful, beautiful. One good shot. Got one good shot today. All right, got about an 80-yard shot here. If I can get the brake to set on this cart. Probably one of my better drives today, if we're being honest. Wind is in our back, so I'm gonna go for a little bit lower club. It's better to be short on this hole than it is long. Rolled off the back of the green. Like I said, it's better to be short than long, and I am long. Actually not as long as what I thought we were. We are on the putting surface, putting for birdie here. See if we can't get our score down at least one stroke. Like I said earlier, the goal is to break 90, and today has not been looking real optimistic for breaking 90. Sorry, had to check, make sure my camera was on. In case anybody's just bored around Carthage, Henderson, Shreveport area, Longview, somewhere in there, and you just want to come out and ride in a golf cart and run a video camera, that would be very cash money of you. Like I said, greens look like they break, but they in fact play very straight. Got slight rolls to them. I guess the grass just really isn't so fast that the ball rolls sideways. Because this green has some waves to it, but doesn't really affect your putt path. It'll stay straight, and you'll want it to break, and it won't. All right, we got 155. Wind is in our back, but the way I've been playing today, I'm gonna club up to a 9. See if we can't make a nice easy shot, keep it straight. I have not been real straight with my golf shots today. They could apply for the LGBTQ PRS card or whatever you want to call it. If I do offend anybody in my videos, cancel me. I already don't have any subscribers, so it doesn't really matter. That's beautiful. Sit down. Beautiful shot on the green. I think that's the first time I've played this hole dry today, actually. Put about 3 balls in. All right, we are putting for birdie here. I'm actually pretty satisfied with this shot. Should be a good par. Looks like it's gonna break. It did just the slightest bit. Do got to tap in for par. Back-to-back pars on the back 9. It's actually pretty amazing. All right, back on the par 5. This would be hole 12. Hit dog legs down there before or after where I'll drive to. Wind is kind of blowing left to right. I'm gonna aim to the left-hand side of the fairway, just due to how our drives have been looking today. That was crushed. I lost the ball. Tee hit me in the leg. Kind of scared me. I thought I broke another driver. Did catch a little dirt. Not bad. Probably went sky high and not very far. Not that any of you 5 people that follow me actually care, but I am using a QI10 LS driver. I was a big fan of my Sim 2 Max. Okay. I did break the shaft playing around Shreveport one day. Got a new shaft put on my Sim 2 driver head and played about 8 more holes, and the whole bottom of it blew apart. I don't believe that my swing speed is that great, but I am a big fan of TaylorMade drivers. They seem to be pretty forgiving for somebody with a subpar golf game. How about I can find this ball? Looks like it might be right here. Nope. Surely it stayed somewhere in the fairway. It looked beautiful, but I did lose it in the sky, in the sky, in the sky. Hopefully the wind didn't take it in the woods. Oh, what is this? Like I was saying, I moonshotted it, and it appears like I shot it straight onto the ladies' tee box. Unless it's another mushroom. Might be a mushroom. That is not a golf ball. All right. Got a lucky bounce off of this tree line right here on this par 5. We are in the fairway, but it is not a great line. Still got about 250 to the pin. Does dog leg around to the right. See if we can't get one out there. Give us a decent shot. Coming down on the ball a little bit, so this probably isn't going to go well. Well, it would have been perfect had it been that way, but instead it is that way. All right, on the back 9, this hole plays like a long par 4. Wind is blowing right to left, should help with that huge slice. Good low ball there. Looks like it might have rolled into a little pond at the edge of the fairway. We will see. That might carry the creek. Looks like we're off to the right hand side of the green there. Try to pitch it up here on the edge of this green, let it roll out. And I bladed it and skimmed across the green. I should probably work on keeping my head down. Seems to play a big factor in my shots. out here with a bunch of elderly folks, and they make me look bad as a 29-year-old guy when it comes to golf. But they play slow, they play accurate, and I just play a little fast, I feel like, for this game. When I start to play poorly, I start to play either, and I hit the pin on my par chip. I'm putting for bogey here. Got about a 15 footer. Pretty straight. I smoked it. Still got about 10 foot for double. Hit it like, well, I don't want to tell you. And we're settling for triple on the par 4. All right, we got about 150 yard par 3 here. Gonna take our 9-iron, try to get one up there close. Wind is blowing right to left, so the way my game has been going, that might help, but then I think it might extremely hurt my score on this one. And it hurt. It hurt a lot. We are way left again. All right, still got a ways to go to be on the green on this par 3. We haven't been doing so hot today when it comes to short game or long game for that matter. But we got 3 more holes, and we're really just trying to get it through it. Actually, fairly decent little pitch shot, but the bad approach put us putting for par now. Smoked it again. And I hit it soft again. Double bogey, 3 putt. All right, got a short par 4 here. The green is drivable if you can drive it 340 consistently. I have rolled up on the edge of it before. Not like that, I haven't. Caught a hell of a bounce. Got about a 100-yard drive there. Got about 150 to the pin from here. We are gonna take out the 9-iron again. Wind's blowing a little left to right. Looks like we rolled past the green. Had another little stinger there.